Hey, I'll be there in a minute. I just have to do a couple things. Hello, hello. The Boss Life, good morning, good morning. You know, there's always got to be a problem when you start, right? I thought I had jalapenos for my pineapple salsa, and I didn't have red onion, I didn't have jalapenos. At 9 o'clock I had to run out to the store, and so guess what? I'm behind. Hi, John. Hi, Josh. Hi, Suds family. Good to see you. I am here and running behind. Also, you know, we had a rehearsal. I got home at about 11 yesterday, and I am committed to doing my 9:30 show every day, right? Except for Friday, it's going to be 10:30. But thought I had everything ready, and I didn't. So guess what you get to do? I get to finish unloading the dishwasher, and you get to watch me load it up. Because when you have an 11:30 rehearsal, I'm actually awake, right? Gary Winthrop, hello, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Dirty Broke. Dirty Broke. Dirty Broke. How is Dirty Broke today? Dirty Broke. Dirty Broke is in the house. So we have Gary Winthrop. We have Josh Root. We have the Suds family. We have the Boss Life Online, who is one of my moderators. We have, that's it. That's who's here. Dirty Broke is in the house. Dirty Broke. All right. So you guys, I have to unload the dishwasher, and I have to load it up, and then we can get started, but we can talk in the meantime. Someday you won't have to watch me do this. I did get started, but then I had to run to the grocery store. Okay. So it's Dirty Broke. Okay. So our rehearsal last night ran to 10:15 or so. But I got to tell you guys, the tap piece with the orchestra, I have to do this. I'm going to own it. Okay? You guys, I'm going to own it. I am not the best tapper in the world, but I certainly know how to make people move with the rhythm. African dance will do that to you. I'm probably an intermediate tapper. I was working with an advanced tapper and somebody who had never had tap shoes on, and holy Hannah, hallelujah, hallelujah with the orchestra. Woo! I'm telling you, They look like two old, what are those guys? Hoofers. They look like two old hoofers from, we'll say Manhattan, not Harlem. Because, you know, anyway, they look so good. Yes, a lot better. Good. What happened? Hello, good morning to everyone. So the family are feeling better than yesterday. Good question. Yes. Hello, chat. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. The sooner I get this done, the faster we can go. Okay, so we are going to get the meatloaf going first. I made, oh, come on. I made meatloaf for my new cooks series. I think it was back in December or January. Might have been February, who knows. Anyway, I made the meatloaf because I said to one of my students, have you ever had meatloaf? And they said, what's meatloaf? The puppy is howling to come in. I said, what's meatloaf? And then I realized, you know what? That's really a 50s dish. Now, I wasn't born in the 50s. I was born later than that. But it really is something, it's a 40s and 50s dish. Something to fill up your gut, right? Well, since then, I've been making meatloaf on and off, and I make a mini meatloaf, especially during these, I'm going to let the puppy in, you guys, especially during these times that I don't have hours to cook in the evening, and the people that are hosting me, they don't have any time. They go straight from work to rehearsal. I don't know how they do it, except for I do it every day during the year. During the summertime, I don't know how they do it. They don't get any outside time. They don't get any. Anyway, it's just not a summer for them, except for they love what they do in the summer, which is theater. So I like to make things that are grab and go. You can throw it, you can put it in your bag, throw it in the microwave at the theater and munch on it. So what we're going to do is a mini turkey meatloaf, and it's going to be, you can make it keto friendly without using the filler. So I always put a filler in my meatloaf to make it stretch. Usually it's gluten-free oatmeal, or I will do gluten-free breadcrumbs. You can do any kind of breadcrumbs. You can do any kind of filler you want. You can even use quinoa. I don't like using quinoa, but I know of people that use quinoa. So let's let the pup in. We'll load up the dishwasher and we'll get started on that. Are you ready to come in? What a good puppy. All righty. There you are. I think you need more. Do you need more water? Puppy needs more water. Hold on. There you go, pup. Nice and cold. There you are. Okay, let's fill this up. So, hey, Gary, after Karen's live. What's after Karen's live? Need Gore. Need Gore. Love my theater. Also love my quick filling snacks. Absolutely. Need Gore. Are you a theater person? Hey, oh, yep. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I'll be ready after Karen's live. Yes, Gary. Suds family. Sounds good. Love theaters. Are you going live today? Gary Winthrop asked Suds family. Yes, after Karen's live. Alyssa Kerwood is in the house. Best friend on YouTube. You guys, if you haven't gone over to see Alyssa, please do so. She's got an inspiring story that everybody should hear. Alyssa, have you made one since the one that you said get a tissue for? And I still have a hard time getting through it. Why are you hurt? Who's hurt? Hey, Karen, hey, I'm saying hey. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you're here. I need to go gather a glass over there, and then we'll put all that in there. Pop it, pop it, pop it. No, you can go lay down. Go lay down. Go get your chewy. Here's your chewy. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's your chewy. Yeah. Okay. Isn't it fun looking at the dishwasher? I think that fits in there. So this summer, I live with the family, a husband and a wife, and their niece Julia. And I usually live in a house with my husband, and we, it's just us, and we get everything done at night before the next day, so that we can have a fresh day cooking and all that. So I'm not used to having dishes left over, but we have to, especially when we're doing theater, because there's no time at night. The last thing you want to do when you come home is, do the dishes, whatever. You want to get something in your gob. You want to relax. Gob. This is your gob. You want to relax and you want to go to bed. So it becomes, it's something I like to do for them when I wake up in the morning, clean the kitchen. But this morning I was going to have it done before I started, but I didn't check my ingredients. You guys, if you're ever gonna, the best thing to do before you start cooking is make sure you have your ingredients ready. Otherwise, if you're planning to do something, you've promised something, then you got to run out to the grocery store. So this can go in, this can go in. And we're almost done, you guys. This one I want, so I'm going to wash that one. This we'll have off to the side. All right, so we're close. I want to do the oatmeal in a oatmeal. I want to do the meatloaf in a glass bowl. And the bowl I used yesterday for the fruit salad is the one I want to use. I didn't get that cleaned up yesterday. Okay. It really is a beautiful bowl. Okay, so what we're going to do is take 2 pounds of meatloaf. Excuse me, 2 pounds of ground turkey. We're going to put it in the bowl with a bunch of seasonings and a cup of oatmeal. Why oatmeal? Because it's a binder, and meatloaf was born out of a necessity. Ground meat. Women would, I'm not making this up, I know this story. Women would take their whatever leftover cuts of meat they had, all the scraps, and they would grind it up. And now, mind you, many of these women had large families to feed, especially if they were out on the farm. So I'm talking back in the early 1900s, all the way through the 50s, where meatloaf was then again reborn. But they would take all of their scraps of meat, grind it up, throw in a binder, an egg, and whatever they could make to stretch it, whatever they had to stretch it out. So crusty leftover bread, oatmeal, whatever they had, sometimes even rice, right? Live, love, and learn. Nice house, Karen. It is mine. I don't live here. I'm just here for the summer, and I get to go home on Monday. Women would take whatever they had and throw it in a bowl and shape it into a loaf. And that loaf, they would season up. Usually, I think it is a 50s tradition to start adding ketchup to the top. So I do a dollop of ketchup, but I also like A1 on mine, so I add that in there. You should be a pro chef. Nope. I'm a pro teacher. I'm an English teacher and a dance teacher, and I love to cook. And so I translate that into this, but no, not a pro cook. I really appreciate that thought. I want to be a pro YouTuber at some point, but I don't know if I have what it takes. Certainly not to make big money or have big following, especially since God, I look like I have horns up here. Hold on. Okay. Now I have to wash my hands. Gary, you got me off. Forgot you did that. Yeah, I did 2 more, and I'll try to do 1 each Monday. Good, Alyssa, good. Like I said, make sure you make it over to Alyssa's channel. Back to the story. So in the 50s, I think that's when they added ketchup, a dollop of ketchup. I do that same thing. I also use A1. And then meatloaf kind of died down, except for those folks in big families like mine. My mother had 5 children, and then they adopted me. And that really wasn't a big family when I was growing up. The 9 and 10 and 12. Something went by that was very loud. The 9 and 10 and 12 kid families were big families, but still today, 6 kids in a family sounds like it was pretty big. Do you make money off these? Gary, I won't make a dime. I will not make a dime. I am not monetized yet, but when I get monetized, it's not going to pay me hardly anything, if anything at all. I know somebody who last year made $300 off her YouTube channel, and it wasn't from YouTube advertisements, even though she is monetized and has been for 2 years. I know somebody else who has 100,000 subscribers and makes videos every week and does a live every week and doesn't make more than $20,000. I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I have 1,500, and I'm not at 4,000 hours yet. So I do this for fun because it fulfills me. Too bad you don't make money off it. It doesn't matter. Okay, yes. Oh my God. I want to get cooking. And the dog wants, whoa, stop it. Let's go. Yes, you can come in and you can go out. Okay, there you go. Fritz, you have food? Fritz, you have food. You're fine. Okay, so there's a cat, 2 cats and a dog here. Let's stop talking about the meatloaf and get cooking it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I need gloves. I need gloves because I'm going to get my hands in there and squish. Now, you guys know who have been with me for a time know that I normally would not buy my ground turkey. I would buy turkey thighs from my local co-op and grind it myself. That way I know what's going into it. I prefer turkey thigh for ground turkey over turkey breast because it's not dry. However, I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground turkey. 1, 2. And I forgot to get my oatmeal out. I'll do that. I'm going to use for 2 pounds of turkey, I'm going to use 1 pound, 1 cup of gluten-free oatmeal. Now, some people say, wait a second. I thought all oatmeal was gluten-free. Not necessarily, because if they don't make it, if it's made in a facility where wheat is processed, then you are guaranteed to have wheat in your oatmeal. So Quaker Oats makes a gluten-free oatmeal. I'm sure that at your local, you could do that as well. Along with this, I'm going to add 1 egg. Now, I use duck eggs because you know I'm allergic to regular eggs. So duck eggs are pretty large. I'm only going to use 1 duck egg because it's almost the size of 2 chicken eggs. Okay, that's a really big egg. It's as big as my forehead, and I have a really big forehead. I'm not lying. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 duck egg, but you probably would want to use 2 chicken eggs. So, and always do me a favor, you guys, to avoid getting any shell in your meatloaf or anything that you're using egg for. Please crack it into something else. It's more for your convenience than anything else. That way you don't have to dig it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So if you look at this, look how big that yolk is. Can you see that? And the beautiful thing about a duck egg, is that it is, the yolk has more fat and it's much more rich. So it's a lot better for baking. I have 9 people in the house and 7 thumbs up. Let's do something about that. So I'm going to pour this in here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to season first. And you guys, I season generally. So I'm going to do, for 2 pounds, I'm going to do a tablespoon of pepper. I'm going to do about a 2 teaspoons of salt. So a tablespoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to take some granulated garlic, about as much, tablespoon. And then I'm going to use some red pepper flake, as much as you want. I like seasoning. I always use red pepper flake. And just for giggles, I'm going to use some Famous Dave's rib rub because me and Famous Dave, I love him. You can season your meatloaf any way you want to. This is just something I like to do. And I'm going to do that. It's got salt in it, so I'm not going to add that much. Probably a teaspoon. And finally, for an extra kick, I'm going to use some A1. Okay, and I will use about a tablespoon, so 3 teaspoons. And those are my seasonings. So this is pretty well seasoned. I'm going to throw my egg in there. And here's where we get messy. I'm going to pop the yolk and get it all bound up. So what will happen with the oatmeal is that it will swell and make it look even like there's even more. And it becomes a filler. It's also really good for your gut. Oatmeal is a cleanser. It's little scrubbers, oatmeal scrubs. Okay. Get it all blend together. Try not to throw it across the room like I just did. And don't overwork it. Once you see that the ingredients are well incorporated, don't overwork it. Otherwise, your meatloaf will become tough. So what we're going to do is take our meatloaf, scoop it into muffin or cupcake papers, and we're going to put it in a muffin tin. I'm going to turn my oven on to 375. Let's do that right now. Make sure there's nothing in it. Nope. Who said something? Howdy, Karen. Hey, bee lady, we're making mini turkey meatballs. Nope, mini turkey meatloafs. And then we're going to do a pineapple salsa. We have pineapple left over from yesterday. And then I realized I didn't have enough of any ingredients. So I went to the store, bought more pineapple. I got a red onion, some jalapenos. I thought I had these. I didn't. So wow, mini meatloafs. It looks like it's fun. Oh, and it's perfect using ground turkey. Absolutely. And you know, bee lady, that I would normally grind my own turkey, but I'm not at home. So we used this, and I use 85% lean, 15% fat because it tastes better, and you have better luck of not having. The more lean it is, the more likely it is that there is mechanically separated meat in there, which is not what you want. That's what they termed pink slime. So I like to go for the fattier one because it's better for you. So let's get this oven going. So 375, we're preheating. I'm going to get my muffin tins out. Oh, these are cute. They're mini, but we're not doing mini today. We're doing mini meatloafs, but not mini. Oh my gosh. You guys, they have so many. I think I'll go with the ones with 6, because I may, yeah, I think I'll do these. Wow, I don't have anything like this at home. They are bakers here in this house. I'll check your comment in a second. Hold on. Okay, somebody's talking to me. Bee lady, using ground turkey, yes. Thumbs up the live, yes. Thank you, all of that. Yep, I use that also, but it seems to water down fast for me in hamburgers. Did you put duck egg in it? Yes, I did. And I also, bee lady, I also put a cup of gluten-free oatmeal. And I was explaining that gluten-free oatmeal is done in a facility that does not have processed wheat. So it's guaranteed that you will not have a reaction. So let's see where we are here. Move this over to the side. So we are going to put one of these in each one. We're going to scoop out 3/4 of a cup, I don't know, I'm making it up, of meatloaf into each of these. Betcha we only get Angela Critters, hello. Thank you for coming in. You're still here, Suds family. Great. I don't know if we're going to get 6 or 12 out of these, but I'll put 12 in. If we don't need 12, I'll put 2 of the papers back. Okay. All right, so then, yuck. I'm going to use different gloves. Okay. Those were just a little too messy to get started. So My dears, here's what we do. We move the computer out of the way. We take our 1/3 cup. You know what? Yep, I think a 1/3 cup is going to do it. Might be too much. Let's see. Don't roll it too much. Just get it put together and drop it in. Yep, 1/3 cup is exactly what we need. And I bet you we're just going to get 6 out of these. Well, so here's a reason not to have these in there then. Just in case. So I'll put that one there, put this one, just in case, yeah. We'll move this aside. So if I don't need to use it, it won't be contaminated. I think this one has too much, and I think this one has too much. All right. So this is an easy grab and go dish for those days that you're on the run. You can put it in a container, take it with you, have a salad on the side, and you're good to go, right? To make it, like I said, to make this keto, just eliminate whichever yeah, I guess it is a binder. Like if you're using, I used oatmeal. Don't do the oatmeal. There we go. We will obviously put a tray underneath on the second shelf of the oven because this is 85% meat and 15% fat. So, or there's 15% fat in here, so it probably will boil or roll over. The fat may run over. Run over is the word I was looking for. And we don't want the house to smoke. So. I use seasoned bread crumbs. Yes, bee lady, that works really well. I use oatmeal because it expands. And then I season my oatmeal really well. I think this is going to be perfect. I may snatch some from that one. That's going to be, there we go. So these, I think last year these were a hit with this family. So it's just a chunk of meat, but it does the trick. Oh no, I think I'm just going to be able to get 11, not 12, but that's all right. It's for a family of 4. Everybody gets 3, except for me, I'll get 2. I need to take some from here because that's too much. That one's good, that one's good. I think we're good. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're not finished yet. We need to do a little bit of fun stuff on top. I'm going to stick my finger in. This is where the ketchup is going to go. Yes, I like to put ketchup in mine. There we go. All right. Ew. Let's see. I bought a ketchup yesterday. Oh my gosh. I bought ketchup yesterday and we already had ketchup. Yeah. It would behoove me to use my left eye. Okay. This is fun for me. This is the part I like. Be careful. Whoop. I don't like it when I make it sloppy like that. Why? So there we have it. So I have the A1 in there, and then I put the ketchup on top. I think these are going to be delicious. And the oven is at 325 or 375. I have to get something underneath. Oh, I forgot. Just a reminder, I'm not in my own kitchen, so some things may go awry. Like this should be in the middle, in the rack down. And then I'm gonna, instead of for easier cleanup, instead of putting a pan, no, you know what? We will put a pan underneath, but we'll cover that pan. For easier cleanup, I'm going to put aluminum foil over this pan so that when it drips down, I can just pull this out at the end of the cooking process. Okay, so this is going to go in under the meatloafs, and the meatloafs are going to go right on top. If they happen to run over, they'll run over onto the grease will run over onto the, hello, nice to see you. If they happen to run over, the grease will run over onto the pan that's covered with aluminum foil, and then we just don't have to worry about it. So this is another GF meal for on the go, and it's basically a dump and go all the way, because you're dumping all the ingredients into the bowl, massaging it, then you're taking a thing and dumping it, rolling it, and dumping it in there. It's a dump and go. We love dump and goes here. All right, so let's get ready for that pineapple salsa. I can't believe we're already there. That was fast. But we're going to have to pull that out. We're good. We're good to go. So yesterday, I had leftover pineapple. I was like, what am I going to do with this? Oh, pineapple salsa. Why not? I can bring this to rehearsal too. Oh, and by the way, they ate up that fruit salad. They ate up that. They loved that fruit salad. It was, and I did too. Julia was like, this is delicious. Angela, the flower's glamorous. Are you in here? Yes, good morning. Hi. We just got done putting together our mini turkey meatloafs, and now we're going to move on to our pineapple salsa. In our pineapple salsa, we're going to use leftover pineapple, plus I bought some more because I didn't have enough. This isn't enough for what we're going to eat. Pineapple salsa, we're going to have jalapeno pepper, red onion, and I forgot cilantro, and a little bit of cumin, red pepper flake, salt and pepper, and a touch of cayenne pepper. But we're not going to use chili powder in this one. So how do we start this? First of all, we can start by cutting up the new pineapple. So we'll do that. Hello. Misty Rain, hello, how are you? Please thumbs up the live. So glad that you're here, Misty. John, thanks for, you're back. Yes, good. Sounds so good. It will be good. It will be good. It's dump and goes. So dump and goes are always good. And so here's our leftover pineapple. We'll cut that up in a minute. We really do need to cut up our new pineapple. Pineapples seem to be in season. And if you smell that end, you can smell how it smells like pineapple. It's so sweet and so delicious. It's always good to start with a sharp knife. Once again, when you sharpen your knives, don't come down towards yourself unless you're a professional. Go away from yourself. I've said this in my last 3 lives where I've sharpened my knives. I was trying to be professional. Cut all that off. Yep, I did. So always make sure the blade is going away from you. Yeah. So, cutting the pineapple, we're gonna cut off the crown. Whoa, too much. And I need a garbage bowl. This'll do. So there's my garbage bowl. And cut off the bottom. And you're gonna cut down the sides. Don't cut off too much of the flesh, but get the eyes out of there. I actually have a video in the hopper called How to Cut a Pineapple, but I've done it so many times on live streams, I don't know if it's necessary. I suppose as a simple 5-minute video, it would be helpful. Instead of having to watch all the way through a live stream to find out how to do this, if you were, if you're a new cook. Now, I did end up cutting off a lot of the flesh, but I got rid of a lot of the eyes. So we're going to cut down, again, the middle. This is so fresh. And then we're going to cut out the core. Cleaning it up a little bit. So who's in the chat? Flowers Green. Hi, Alyssa. Good. Misty Rain. Ooh, ouch. Yes, exactly. It did hurt when that happened. So when you sharpen your knives, I would suggest you be very careful and either consult a professional before you do it the first time, or you get them sharpened professionally. We're going to cut out the core, but we're not going to throw this away. No, we're not going to throw this away. We're going to eat it. It's full of fiber and really good for you. Cut out the core. Save the core to eat because it's tasty and it's full of fiber. We all need fiber, right? Flour is glamorous. Ha ha ha. Thumbs up the live. thank you, thank you, thank you all. Yes, we have 11 people in the house. Good, good, good. Cutting pineapple again, folks. Those of you that have just come in, because we're making a pineapple salsa. We are saving the cores because they are tasty. Yes, they are. They're not only tasty, they're full of fiber. All right. Nom. Okay. All right. So put those aside. Garbage bowl. I want these pieces a little bit smaller, so I'm going to cut each of these in half and again in quarters. So we end up with pieces like this big. How's that look? Excellent. Oh my gosh, this is so ripe. So beautifully ripe. You know what? I'm gonna stop cutting the fresh one and cut the struggling. There we go. I'm gonna cut the one that we cut yesterday so that we can use that. What's going on in the chat? Rochelle, hello, good morning. Thank you. Yes, we need our fiber. So here's the one from yesterday. Nice and chilled. Needs a little bit of cleaning. I have a friend at the theater who just realized, after eating some pineapple the other day, that she has a sensitivity to pineapple. So much so that she can't eat it anymore. And it just happened this year. First time. Her mouth started itching and she thought, no, it can't be the pineapple. I love pineapple. Don't you know? Things happen as we age. You know, we have to start eliminating foods and adding foods for our health. I am glad that pineapple is not one of those things I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to life, but I'm not allergic to pineapple. I might end up bringing this into the theater too. They need it. Man, they're dancing hard, you guys. Ah! These chunks are not chunky. There we go. And I am going to have to pause for station identification, which would be my nose. 1 minute. Hold on. Yes, I'm allergic to life. Wash those hands. All right. 8 in the house, 16 thumbs up. We're doing good. We're doing good. What's it say? I will be in and out multitasking, learning about panel software. That's just fine. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Be in and out. Do what you need to do. We're going to do this pineapple salsa, and we're going to get back to that meatloaf in about a half hour. So just that's fine. Whatever you need to do. You guys, if you don't know anybody in the chat, I think you probably all do know each other. But this is also a time, especially if you're on a laptop, to hop over and check out a video of somebody you know. If you know everybody in here, go ahead and check out their new work. You know, there's no reason to not go anywhere. Like if you were networking, although this isn't a networking site, it doesn't matter. I want everybody to network. That's not the primary focus. But if you were networking, you would pop in and out and go check folks out. If you know everybody, don't ignore the fact that you may not have seen their latest video, and, you know, take some time to do that. Right? This is going to be so good. So how much do I only have 2 jalapeno peppers, so I don't know how much I want to make. If I am bringing this to the theater, I might as well make it all, right? I think so. I think so. So bear with me while I cut the pineapple up. I will leave some here, and I'm gonna take this end out. Yeah, we'll do it all. What's going on in the chat? I pray you are doing better, Rochelle. Yes, Rochelle. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. What happened? Hey, everybody. I had a death scare last night. I am very weak, so do not. Rochelle, let's take a moment to pray for Rochelle. I don't pray out loud, so take a moment in your convenience to send good thoughts to Rochelle and her experiences, and pray that she is on her way to mend. Take your time to do that, if you can, if you will, if you wish. Rochelle, you just sit back, hon. That has me thinking. Okay. So all the pineapple, which means we will use the 2 jalapeno peppers, and we will use a little bit more than a quarter, probably a third of a red onion. Rochelle, you get your rest. Love you, Rochelle. Thank you all. Yes. Rochelle, we're all here for you. Okay, so, hey, I just sent some of that onto the floor. Excellente. Let me pick that up before it becomes a mess. Okay. And, my dears, I need to let the puppers in because obviously, you know, she runs my life. Puppers runs my life. Who came in? I see there are 10 here. My family garden. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I am at the end of my time in Park Rapids, Minnesota, choreographing a musical, and I've been doing a lot with pineapples because they're fresh. And MFG, My Family Garden. And now I have to let the dog in who rules my life. So, puppers, you can hold for a second. Kitty, are you coming in? Are you coming in? Come on. Come on in if you're coming in. Okay. 2 cats and a dog. 2 cats and a dog. Woohoo! So what's going on with My Family Garden? We all love you, Rochelle. We do. Okay. Let's get working on the rest of this pineapple and everything else. I did not put a timer on the meatloaf, but I can imagine that I've been talking, so it's probably been in there about 15 minutes. So I need to put a timer. I'm going to put a timer on this. 15, let's go 30 minutes so that we did a full 45. So I put it on 45 seconds. What? Timer, 30, start. There we go. All right. So thanks, Angela, Monty, congratulations. The G family, hello, it's been a while. Yes, thank you for coming in. You worked hard, guess what? I got my watch hours. Yay! Yay! My family garden! Yay! Excellent. I too am working towards my watch hours. I am at, where am I? I'm at 20. I think you know what? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I think today now YouTube won't say it today, but I know from my calculations with my YouTube studio minutes, I thought I brought my phone out here. Oh, I know where my phone is. I'm walking around the house. My YouTube studio minutes calculates a day ahead of the website. So I am at 23:28. So I'm headed up there. I'm working on it. We're getting there. I would be happy if you would like to run my play all is days, but I have other playlists that one is, you can look at them, but one is all my videos, not without my live streams. So there's Karen's play all, then there's Karen's videos, and then there's live streams. There's also one that is the Kickin' It in the Kitchen with New Cooks. That's a playlist. It's about 3 hours. So you can choose. I would welcome, and you know this, you guys, I would welcome anybody taking time to watch my playlists or my play all. My play all is a commitment. I'd be happy for you to do that. I have a couple people running that right now, as I am running a couple people's play alls. And those play alls, one of them, I think it's Tiff Visions. I'm still running it. It's day 4. I'm okay with that because she's doing the same thing. We're just trying to help each other out. Now, I am fortunate, you guys, I'm fortunate enough to have 5 devices, so I can up here, so I can be running people's stuff. Now, if I only had one device, I'd say, heck no, I'm not running your play all. I'll run your meat haul, grinding meat thing, which is 34 minutes, but I'm not running no 4-day play all. All right, you guys, here's what the pineapple looks like. Okay. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is, and once again, thank you. Once again, I want to say congratulations to My Family Garden. He's such a fun channel and so faithful, and just a wonderful human being with beautiful children, and he's got a garden. Okay, I just have to rinse off or wipe off my cutting board, and then we'll get going on the hot peppers, which again, I've already thrown out those gloves, and I have to put on gloves because I will not cut a hot pepper with bare hands because you might stick it in your eye. I don't want to stick any hot pepper in my eye. Congratulations, I'll run some of those. Nightbot says, go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. All right, so for this amount of pineapple, we're going to use 2 jalapeno peppers. I rarely use 2 jalapeno peppers, but I've noticed that the jalapeno peppers are, I think they're new because they're more fruity than they are hot. Gosh, it smells like dinner in here right now. The turkey meatloaf smells just savory and delicious. Like I want to eat it right now. We'll eat it. We'll have time. Okay. So, gloves, jalapeno pepper. You know how this works. Where is my garbage bowl? It's right there. So, you all have seen this before. There's nothing new. And if you haven't, it's nothing new. If you want super spicy, leave the seeds and the ribs in there. I just want it. Ooh, these are spicy. I can smell it. I got a pepper punch. I always take the ribs and seeds out because I'm not a pepperhead. I like the flavor and the mild heat. Oh boy, these are, I think I lied about these peppers. I think they're pretty hot. But I like the mild heat of the jalapeno. I'm not one much for any of the habaneros or anything like that. Though I like the habanero flavor. Still here, yay! Great, thank you for being here. This is my method of cutting a jalapeno. I fan it out like that, right? So that I can flatten it out and cut it. Okay? Right in the bowl. Fan it out. Flatten it and cut it. Ooh, thank God I have glasses on because that just squirt. And I can tell you that it's burning my skin. So I underestimated these peppers. It's a little bit hot, but it'll go really well with the pineapple. Fan it out. And wow, juicy and spicy. And last one. And what's going on in the chat? I'll check right after I'm done with this. Problem with gloves sometimes. I've been doing a lot of salsas and pico de gallo this summer. It seems to be just kind of a theme, you know, a thing I want to do. So there we have that. I think that's just the right amount of pepper for this amount of pineapple. This is going to be so good. All right. I know people say pineapple and red onion. Well, it's a pico de gallo salsa type thing. So yeah, but we're not a lot. All right. I think I'm just going to take that whole. There we go. We're going to use that much. So, B-Lady, please thumbs up the live. Hi, 4Ks. Good to see you. Welcome. We're doing another We're doing another salsa pico de gallo thing. I had pineapple left over yesterday, and I had a great idea. How about pineapple salsa? So right now we've already cut up the pineapple. We're gonna put in about a third cup of and peppers. We did put in 2 jalapeno peppers. You don't have to use jalapeno peppers. You could use green pepper, just bell peppers if you wish. You could use a spicier pepper. You could use habanero in here. I'm just not all about that much heat. So we're gonna cut this up. We're gonna cut up the cilantro. We're gonna what else are we gonna put in this? A little bit of seasoning, and we're gonna taste it. We have mini meatloafs in the oven. They smell fantastic. It smells like dinner in here. Smells like I should be sitting down at about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock with my salad or green beans or mashed potatoes and having a meal. But this is for a meal on the go. So that's why we're doing this. So let's work on this. All right. And I honestly think that's enough onion for the pineapples that we have. Good. I don't have to cut it up anymore because we have big chunks of everything else. Pineapples and onion? Yep. Believe it or not, it works. Wow, that's a powerful. The onion's powerful today. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, that pineapple's going to mellow it out. Let's look at that. Look at that. Yeah, good colors? I think so. You know what? For a little bit more of a pepper color punch, I think I'm going to add what I have left of a red bell pepper. That'll be it'll be appealing, and it won't really hurt. It won't hurt the flavor. It's sweet. It'll enhance the flavor. So I have a bunch of. I have orange too, but I don't think orange is the answer. Let's go for this, the red. That'll add a beautiful contrast in color, and sometimes that's necessary in food. Sounds tasty already. I think it's going to be delicious. I love pineapples. So do I. 4Ks. I make pineapple cheese balls filled with red onion, green pepper, and chopped nuts. Oh, do that on a video, Angela, unless you have already, and tell me where it is, because that sounds delicious. All right. So we'll get back to this in a minute, but right now we just want to strips, and then we'll chop it up. I do a lot of chopping on my shows. I find that interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, that's one. I'll do it this way. That way it's easier to. I should have done that before. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. That is the right addition. Now, yesterday I wonder if John is still in here. John and I were talking about the color of my fruit salad, and what it was missing was a bright red like that. I could probably put more red in there, but I don't have any more. So we have the peppers, the onions, and the pineapple in there. We're going to add cilantro and then some seasonings. So cilantro, there's my cilantro. Cilantro. I've had this for about a week. I hope it's still good. Yes, we still have good cilantro. There we go. I think I cut too much. But what I'll do is I'll just put in a little bit at a time. So, let's see. Some people hate cilantro. You can definitely omit the cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, don't put it in there. More is good. I did not chop too much. Okay. Here I go. Oh. I could dive into this. Wow, you should smell this. Fruity and spicy and pretty. It's a pretty dish. Yes. It's making sounds too. Maybe it's coming alive. Okay, so some seasonings. Even though I already have green or jalapeno in there, I am going to add a little bit of red pepper flake for color. Again, it's all about the color and not enough to hurt you. I'm going to add in a teaspoon of black pepper. Not a teaspoon, a half teaspoon. I forgot to get my cumin out. Hold on 1 second. Ew. I'm going to add in a half teaspoon of, half teaspoon of cumin. Maybe a little bit more, not much. And then a little bit of kosher salt. Julia had a good point. Julia is the niece of my host. She had a good point. Don't salt your salsa or your pico de gallo that much, because if you're eating it with chips, the chips are already salty. So put in a little bit of salt. I think that was about probably a quarter teaspoon. And there we have it. I will taste it, and then I'll season as needed. So I can take these off now and rinse because they have powder on them. I think it's just cornstarch, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to taste with a spoon, re-season. Then I'm going to taste with my favorite tortilla chip, the Tostitos Scoopables. So how many in the house? 12 in the house still. Yay. Looks delicious, right? Yes. Okay, spoon. I think I have, oops. Yep. Okay, I think I have everything in here. No, I don't. There we go. Okay. Everything that's in this is in this spoonful. You see that? I must be strange because food makes me cry these days. Oh my God. You have to make this. I don't even know how to describe it. Okay, so you guys, just so you know, I just made this up today, right now, because I know basically the ingredients. Oh, that is so good. I'm not kidding. Oh my God, this is so good. So I made this up because I had leftover pineapple. I know the basic ingredients in pico de gallo and salsa, which is, peppers, onions, cilantro, and whatever seasonings. And I thought pineapple, I know I've heard of pineapple salsa before, but I've never made it. So I made it, and it is, I think I am blessed. I'm not trying to do this too much, but okay, let's take a bite with the Tostito. Now, I could eat that alone, or you could put this on fish. You could top the fish with this, a white fish. You could, how else could you do this? There are so many things you could do with that. I'm not in my tasting spot. I can't do this here. I have to go over there. Hold up. I have to be in my tasting spot for you to really experience this with me. I am such a weirdo. Let's put that over there. Let's taste this. Let's do it the right way. Okay. Lynx Acres, very happy rain with extreme strong winds. The sidewalks were completely covered. You couldn't see them, and water on the side of the road were probably 8 feet wide. Oh my God, like 30 minutes of sheet lightning at the start of the storm. They were almost simultaneous, so close. Very, very loud cracks of thunder. Oh, that's enough to scare me, but okay, Lynx Acres, come with me on a taste test of my inaugural pineapple salsa. Tasting with my favorite scoopables. Yeah, I'm so Minnesota. Did we lose power? Okay. Hell yeah. You guys, this is delicious. The inspiration had to have come from on high. I almost like it without the Tostito, believe it or not. Stay safe, Lynx Acres. I know, right? This is so much better for you than the bacon, the BLT I made last week, but I'm having the same experience. But I think it's actually better without the, I would just eat it this way. This is better on the side, I think, than a Tostito. Bacon is good for you. Yes. Yes, it is. You guys, I love doing live, still multitasking, but got you running. You know what, Bee Lady, I love you. I love you, so I want you to do what you need to do you. If nothing else, bacon is good for your soul. Yes, it is. That What, are you coming up? Come on. Okay. So normally I don't like to have the dog near the food, but I think we're getting ready to have some, well, I don't know. I got to do the weather report yet. Hello. Say hello to Amelia. Amelia runs my life, and she's not even my puppy. Bacon! Bacon! Amelia. So you guys, here's what I ended up using. You don't have to use as much pineapple as I used. I did, go lay down, go lay down, go lay down. I used 1 whole pineapple plus a little bit more. So 1 whole pineapple, 1/3 cup of onion, 2 jalapeno peppers, 1/2 cup of cilantro, a little bit of cumin, like I think I said a teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a little bit of red pepper flake for color. I used some red peppers. It's simple. If you have the basic ingredients of a pico de gallo or a salsa, which are peppers, onions, cilantro, you can get rid of the cilantro. You can make any pico de gallo you want. Still here, excellent. Okay, going to have a wonderful day, Karen, and chat. Okay, bye. Rochelle, please take care of yourself. Please rest. Please do what you need to do to make sure that you can feel as good as possible. Dredge a whole cream cheese and sesame seeds. Bake 10 minutes, 350. Spread the top of the cream cheese with pineapple salsa. Serve with pita points. Pita points are crackers or something I could eat, like rice crackers. You guys, it's time to do the weather report. I have enough charge, and then I have to plug in once I get back in. Okay? So I thought it was going to storm, but it looks like it's actually sunny. And before I go out there, I really like to check what the real weather is, because I guess when we do the weather report, you guys, we're also going to read 1 paragraph from As a Man Thinketh, because as a man thinketh. So AccuWeather, which isn't actually that accurate, says it's 75 degrees and no precipitation for 120 minutes. So we're good. I got to find some sunglasses. God, I make a mess wherever I go. Sunglasses. I had some on my head. They might be in here. And grab As a Man Thinketh. So we know that it is 75 degrees out. One of the reasons we're going outside, you guys, is 1, we're still waiting a few minutes for the mini meatloafs. So what do we have left? Oh my, only 2 minutes. I might as well check them now. We're going to put that timer on for 15 more minutes. Kitchen timer, stop. Kitchen timer, kitchen timer. We're gonna go, let's go 12 more minutes and start. Oh, no, that's 12 seconds. Kitchen timer, 12. And start. You know, I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'll have that when I get back in. So Marianne Nelson, good morning from Canada. I have to reset the oven clock. I bet you do with all that thunder. I think you should. Okay, puppy. Do you want to go outside? Here, come here. Let's get you going this way. Come here. Come here. Gotta tether her. Okay, go ahead. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to get Kleenex to make sure that that is covered. Okay. Oh, gosh. The mini meatloaf smell delicious. Yes, another Canadian. Yay, Marianne Nelson and Lynx Acres. If you don't know each other, catch up. Who is that Nightbot person? Marianne Nelson. Nightbot is a bot, and he's a bot that catches people with when they are coming in to do mischievous things using words that we don't use on my channel. Okay, so I always have to fix the flag. I think they need a new flag, but anyway, look at fluffy clouds again. Look at those clouds. It is perfect out here. It's dry. Oh my, it's dry. It's 75. You can smell the trees. Oh, look at the puppy eating grass. Amelia. Oh, she's just so happily eating grass, which means she can't come in for a while because you know what happens when a dog eats grass, right? Yep. So, okay, had to change a few things last night. Someone kept trying to hack my channel from the UK. No, really? What? So how did you find that out? I want cookies. I'm going to have eggs and bacon. Yay! Why on earth they wanted me? Heaven knows. These folks. How did they hack your channel? I'm glad it's settled, but how did they hack your channel? So weird. So, Bee Lady, I have made it a habit, as you know, that every day I do a live stream, I take one paragraph and I read it. But I really, before I do that, I just want to hear, how did you know you were being hacked? Okay, had to change a few things. Last night, someone kept trying to hack my channel from UK. Let's go ahead and, okay, at first I got a red alert on Google each time I went to search on Google. Okay, then what? This is, I think, important for everybody to know. Then what happened? Okay, we're waiting for Bee Lady's response. So first she got a red alert on Google each time. I took a screen picture of the alert cussed, then slept on it. Okay. Well, in a minute, let's find out what happened. But let's go ahead and read one paragraph. I'm just gonna thumb through. Ooh, there we go. We are on page. We're on page 34. This is in the chapter. So I just changed my password and all's fine, no problem. I don't understand, folks. And it says UK, they could be coming from Russia or China, who knows? Anyway, page 34 of As a Man Thinketh, we're going to take one moment to read one paragraph and go, okay? So from the chapter Effect on Health and Body, this is the second paragraph in chapter 34. On page 34. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up the body in vigor and grace. The body is a delicate and plastic instrument which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed, and habits of thought will produce their own effects, good or bad, upon it. It's all about what's happening up here. It's all about what's happening up here, you guys. Let me read that again. Right. Let me read that again. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up the body in vigor and grace. The body is a delicate and plastic instrument which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed. The habits of thought will produce their own effects, good or bad, upon it. And look, the sun shined on me when I read it. What? Amazing. Gratitude and the effects on the body. I mean, bee lady, this is the best gift I've gotten in years, besides the fact that I love my husband and he's a gift every day. You guys, I'm going to read that one more time in case you did not hear that. It's all about what's up here. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up upon. Let me start again. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up the body in vigor and grace. The body is a delicate and plastic instrument which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed, and habits of thought will produce their own effects, good or bad, upon it. Okay, so let's think on this for a minute. And you know what? I'm going to buffer pretty soon because my computer is getting hot out here, so I have to go back inside. That's what happened yesterday. I started buffering. My computer got hot. How interesting. I was just guided to a book of survival for empaths, of which I am one. Bee lady, you think I'm an empath also? My mom told me I was an empath. She said, she started telling me that early. And they actually found that gratitude groups health actually, oh, wow. We discussed survival techniques. Wow, cool. You guys, first of all, get to know Bee Lady. And they actually found that gratitude groups help. Gratitude groups health actually increase. That is amazing. You guys, my mods in here, all of them are profound thinkers. And if you, I think it's all mods in here now. I think we're all mods. Mostly. At least those that are commenting. But if you don't have each other, which I'm sure you do, this is a small group today, which is fine. Profound thinkers. The Blue Crew, profound thinkers. Well, folks really think I'm an extrovert, but I'm seriously. Bee lady, you know what I am? I just found, this is true of many theater, okay, page 34. This is true of many theater folks, that they are profoundly introverts, but they're extroverted introverts. An extroverted introvert is able to explode their energy, like throw their energy out there because they've spent a lot of time inside. And then they have these moments where they explode their energy. And then after that is over, because it takes so much energy to be on stage, to do these things. People like us have to find quiet space, real quiet space. It's easier to be an introvert and provide media content, true link sakers, than to be like around a ton of people or persons or speak in person. You know, I have found, first of all, YouTube changed my life, blah, 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 blah. We know that. It brought me out of my depression. I was able to create a network of friends, etc. But I have found that my life is so out there most of the time that if I don't have 2 hours of nobody else time, like nobody else gets my time except for what I need to do, which may be reading, it may be researching, it's always it has to do with seeking. It has everything to do with seeking. Those moments where I am quiet, I'm seeking. And oftentimes I'm seeking peace. So that's why meditation and yoga are really good for me. I used to hate yoga, by the way. But yeah, introverted. So they all want me to meet up somewhere, etc. Okay, I'm behind. Well, folks, really think. Okay. So they all want me to meet up somewhere, etc., which would be painful for me because I would be acting the way they want me to. Exactly. That is one reason we have lived way out here, and our daughter is also one. Yes, it's hard to be around a lot of people when you're an empath because you feel all of their stuff all the time. And I think when you start to block off everybody's stuff, there's a healthy way to do that. But I tend to go, you don't exist in my world right now when I am exhausted with people. I like shut everything out and they don't exist, which becomes me looking like a witch with a bee. But it's those moments. I like Cosmic Kids Yoga. I don't know who that is. Hey, my timer went off. Let's look at the, let's go ahead and look at these. I know they're done. I know they're done. I got to turn this off. Okay. Oh, blast of heat in the face. You see my glasses? Wow, that wasn't smart. Yeah, they're done. Look. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, they're done. I wonder how well you can see it. I got to plug in, too. Okay. I will let you see this. Deliciousness. Took about 45 minutes to cook. We need to, before I taste it, we're going to need to let it sit for a while. But I will pull one out so that I can, so it'll cool faster. That's the good thing about using muffin. Oh, wow. Wait, I may have to wait on this. Wonder if I do. Okay, there's going to obviously be some cleanup involved, but at least I can taste this and let you know how it tastes. We're going to let this cool, and I've got to get you plugged in. How about you look at my face instead of I keep blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let me get my charger so you don't go out on me. Bee Lady, talk more about empaths. Talk in the chat a little bit more about empaths. I know that I am one. I'm learning about that, but I don't. I mean, my mother's told me that all my life before she passed away. What is, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. What is Etica? What did you, oh, Two Family Homestead. What happened here? Hello, Two Family Homestead. How are you? You were timed out for 5 seconds for saying something. I don't know what it was. Sorry about that. Probably nothing too serious. Mimi and kids, hello. Good to see you. We finished making some pineapple salsa. I know. Oh, I changed that to 10 and it went back to 2. I saved it. I've done that several times. So I'm just gonna, because I don't want to get rid of Nightbot, because Nightbot has literally snatched folks out of the live stream that I never saw. And then I saw their comments when I went to Nightbot, and I was really happy that that happened. I saw the title Turkey Meatloafs, and I figured, hey, it got to be here. And we just pulled that out of the oven too. Okay, it doesn't look so hot right now. It's cooling. I can't take a bite of this yet. So we'll take this off and maybe it'll look better. It's not that hot. So this is a mini It looks like a meatball, but it is about a third pound of meat, which is enough. And in the middle is a dollop of anything you want. I like ketchup. Yes, I do. It's the American sauce. And in the meatloaf, it has oatmeal for not a binder, but to stretch it. It's got egg for the binder, and it's got a number of seasonings. At the beginning of the live stream, I talk about what's in it. So, are you okay? These are okay for you, right? What? Okay. Good afternoon, Casey Detox Diva. We did the pineapple salsa, which turned out great, and I think I prefer it by itself and not on a chip. And then we also did a turkey mini meatloaf, which I know you wouldn't eat, but you would eat this, definitely. The pineapple. Okay, let me run through the list of ingredients. We have pineapple. We have red pepper flake. Yes, we do have red pepper flake, but let's go back. Pineapple, jalapeno pepper, red pepper, cilantro, red onion, cumin, red pepper flake, salt, and pepper. And this is the first time I made it, and it made me cry. The grandkids and I make breakfast muffins, just eggs, sausage, and veggies. The little ones like it because it's finger food. Absolutely. Lynx Acres, I'm making bacon and eggs and cheese and maybe some bread. And I'm eating pineapple salsa for breakfast and haven't even had my coffee yet. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Dare I bite into this? Dare I, or should I use a fork? Probably a fork. I'm going to get a fork. I'm going to fork it. I'm going to fork it. Heck, bite it. I'm afraid to. I think it's probably hot in the middle. So, yeah, it's a little hot in the middle. I don't know if you can see the steam. But there it is. I'm going to do the ketchup. I know, Casey, this is not your thing. Not cry-worthy, but definitely fast, tasty, and really good. I think I can probably bite into it. The red pepper flake brings a little bit of heat to it, but I didn't put too much in so people won't enjoy it. I think that, yes, Lynx Acres, you might want to turn on the stove, the burner. I think that this would be good if I mean, it's great. It's great. I like I said, it's not cry-worthy because it's not bacon. But I'm gonna take some little bit of A1 because I think a sauce with it is good. So let's take that. Yep. You guys, I love it when I cook with you in the morning because one, I take time to cook good food. So that's why I'm having a veggie smoothie, giving my tummy a break from the digestive process. Good for you. Good for you. Now, Casey, here's my question to you. When you make a veggie smoothie, do you keep all of the fiber in there, or do you strain it out? Because I find some people who think they're being healthy, like if they're using a carrot in their veggie smoothie and the carrot has little chunks left over, they will strain it so that all of the pulp is not in there. And that's kind of defeating the purpose, I think. But tell me, A1 adds to anything. I would agree. And I think my host family will be happy. Carrots should not. Carrots should not go in a smoothie? Why? Casey, drop some knowledge, girl. All right. We know it's good. We know the salsa's good. Casey, drop some knowledge. You eat them. Casey Diva doesn't do lemon and water also. She doesn't do that because she doesn't like sour things. Oh, I'm buffering on this computer. Am I buffering for you guys? Let's see, am I back? Okay, I was buffering on my other computer. I ate them separate. I made a juice that the other day with carrots and Swiss chard, apples, orange, ginger, bok choy, lemon juice, and cucumber. Oh my gosh, Lynx Acres, can I come over? That sounds delicious. Okay, Angela, make sure you, I'll just put it in the chat. Angela, refresh or go out and come back in. Yeah, because I was buffering here too. And then I just refreshed. I need a cup of coffee, you guys. And please stay with me here. The 11 of us that are here. I know B Lady is going to step out. Just stay with me for another 13 minutes. I'd really appreciate it. The boys are huge in the sub. Boas. The B Lady and sewing up more kitchen boas. Thanks for having me. Thank you to Family Homestead. I went out and came back in and refreshed. Might be my Wi-Fi. Okay. Angela Critters. You know, YouTube doesn't like you to do. Okay, so if you mix fruit, veggie, carrots are starchy and will take longer to process. The fruit, which will ferment in your gut and cause bloat and gas. I love juicing some. Oh, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. I'm working so I can't type. That's fine, Casey. To Family Homestead, just ignore the healthy stuff. LOL. Okay. I need a cup of coffee. I have yet to have a cup of coffee this morning. And now I have tons of cleanup. But I've done the cast a favor again. They love my salsa, and I'll bring them chips, and they can have some pineapple salsa. And I will have the mini meatloafs here for my host family. To Family Homes. Have you seen the boas she makes? No, I haven't. I don't even know what that is. So just mix fruits and veggies, but no starch. Hi, the right way. This is the right way. Hello. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. We're about, we have made, right way, we have made pineapple salsa, which turned out delicious. This was my first, not attempt. I just had pineapple and I thought I needed to do something with it. And I've been making a lot of pico de gallos and salsa, and I thought that would be delicious. Hey, can you, B Lady, would you post that in the link? That would be great. Non-starchy foods. So non-starchy, don't put non-starchy with starchy foods, which is probably why yesterday when I had a piece of toast and I ate my fruit salad, I had gas. Am I right? Sorry for being honest, but I don't have gas often, and coffee. So I'm going to turn you this way and then all the way around. There you go, because you're getting twisted up. Yes. Yes. Okay. I thought I was doing myself a favor because Casey, I don't eat a lot of fruit because I don't like the way it feels in my mouth. I will eat pineapple. I will eat watermelon. But I had a whole bunch of stuff in there that I don't like. And I also don't like fruit that pops in your mouth. Wow, sounds good. Oh, this would be excellent on a taco, right way, or it would be really good on like a topping for a whitefish, like a halibut or what did we have the other day when I was home? We had sustainable Chilean sea bass harvested by Whole Foods. They have some way to harvest it so it's sustainable. I don't believe it, but it was my birthday and we were okay with it. Um, so I suppose then, Casey, now that I've had all this fruit salsa, I probably shouldn't be eating it with corn chips. And you know what? It didn't taste good that way. Can you eat, Casey? So, Casey, here's a question for you. Can you eat proteins and simple simple carbohydrates like fruits together? Corn chips, yippee! You know what though, bee lady, it doesn't taste good with this pineapple salsa. It just doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste bad. It just seems to take away from the flavor. Come back, come back, come back. Oh boy, hold on. I forgot I have to make kefir too. I can do that in a minute. So you guys, you have got to get to Casey Detox Diva's channel. If you haven't lately, you need to because she drops knowledge, she drops prayer. I'm here. She drops knowledge, she drops prayer, she exercises. She did a flaxseed gel the other day, which I'm probably going to do here soon too. Have something to say, but I don't want to put it in your live. Can you add me to your friend chat? I would love to, Maniac Variety. I just don't know how to do that. Can you send me an invitation? Or if you have an Instagram account, I am the same name, Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut. If you have Instagram, but if you can send me an invitation, because I don't know how to do that yet. Love corn chips. Yes, I do too, but not with this salsa. For some reason, it doesn't work. For me, it doesn't work. Somebody else, it might work just fine. Avocado and corn chips. Yes, never met a carb I didn't like. Oh, you know what? I used to be that way too, the right way, until I discovered that my skin and most of my skin and allergy problems were coming from a wheat sensitivity, which has become more closely. I'm so sensitive now that if I get a wheat exposure, I get an outbreak. I won't even know where the exposure is from, but I know it's a wheat exposure because it follows the same patterns. And then I get really, really, really bad stomach cramps if I know I've ingested some wheat. Like I did something stupid the other day. I decided that having a piece of licorice, which I don't know if y'all know, but licorice has wheat. It's the second ingredient. Even the good stuff has wheat. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I only have a wheat sensitivity. I ate one piece. It's that down under the licorice with the kangaroo on it. I had one piece this big, and I was in pain for the next 12 hours. I mean, intense pain. So my naturopath has suggested that my wheat sensitivity is now truly moving towards not celiac. It isn't celiac yet. Peppy joints. I searched H and I'm here. What the? Okay. So, don't know what that was about. Don't care. All right. So, sorry about that, guys. I just had to take a moment to correct somebody's behavior. So, nothing, man. Just just mentions another live, which is a no, LOL. Me? I mentioned another live? Okay, I mentioned, just say yes if I mentioned another live and that was a no. Look at my message, LOL. Look at your message. Wheat or weed? Wheat. Bread, wheat. Oh my God, Casey. And then my husband, actually, if you want to know, he is allergic to marijuana. Maniac Variety, somebody mentioned me in another live, because if that is the case, I'd like you to Instagram me or whatever, and then I think I know what you're talking about, so that's okay. Okay, all right, we'll figure it out. I love my red licorice favorite. Yeah, okay, so I know never to do that again to myself, ever. Yeah, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Nothing drama. I don't have Instagram. Okay, well, if you can invite me, Maniac Variety, this is what I'll say. If you can invite me to come and be your friend on YouTube. I used to know how to do that. I don't have time to figure that out right now because I have to go to rehearsal shortly after this. So, and also you guys, at 11:30, Twitter, I do have a Twitter account. I think it's Dr. Paulman. It's Karen Paulman or Dr. Paulman, DOHTAH Paulman, PALMEN, which is my last name. In 2 minutes, I'd like people, if they have the time or they are interested, the Boss Life Online goes live at 11:30. She did not ask me to mention that. I'm just saying this is what happens on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm live every day at 9:30, Monday through Thursday, and 10:30 on Friday, not at all on Saturday. I'm trying to drop a video. I am also live from 10 to 12, so 11:50 Central Standard Time to 1 o'clock on Sundays. And then I hope to have a video available for you all on Sunday night. This is just the summer schedule. It will change. It will definitely change in 2 weeks. I'm going home. I'll keep the same schedule for a week, and then I will start working back into my school schedule. So, are you on Twitter? Yes, I have a Twitter. So, is it Maniac Variety? Are you the same? Are you the same name on Twitter, or are you a different name? Because here's who I am. I'll just put this in here. I got to find out, first of all, because I don't tweet very often. Okay. Twitter. Don't make me sign in, please. Yeah, it's going to make me sign in. I'm not going to do that. I can do it on this one, though. I think I'm here. Okay, so actually, I know my Twitter account. Did I go away from myself? Okay. You guys, I tweet from YouTube and from Facebook. I never tweet by tweeting. So who am I? Okay. If you search, can you see that? That's who I am on Twitter. So at Karen Paulman 1. So let's do it this way. Oh boy, I went out of myself. There we go. Here we go. I dropped the link. That posted your Twitter. Oh, D-Lady, you're wonderful. Oh my goodness. And it is now 2 hours. We should create a Twitter group and YouTube also. We really should. I am in a couple YouTube groups on Facebook, which I find really, really fun. One is Karen Ann Mua's chat or her Facebook, and then the other is Daddy Curb's Farm, a homesteading story. So Daddy Curb's family. But if somebody, Casey, if you may have too much to do, I know I have too much to do to even try to start that. But I think that's a great idea for both Twitter and Facebook. You guys, I would like to end the chat. Thank you so much for coming. I want to remind you to live, love, and learn. Nightbot wants you to remember that too. Nightbot also wants you to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to head out. I've got so much to do today. Plus, I made a mess of this kitchen, and I got to clean it up before I go to rehearsal. You guys, my show opens on Friday. I'll be here talking about it. Love you, love you, love you. Live, love, and learn. Blessings. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, B Lady. Thank you. Thank you.